Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is me, Dirty Rob from the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd in the West Michigan Trail Runners here with this week's video. And it's not a product video. I'm going with a technology this week, one that I know not really applicable right now. It's 75 or 80 degrees here in West Michigan. It's gorgeous out, sun's out, great weather to run in. But the technology will be on the tips of our tongues very soon. I want to talk about Gore Tex today. I got a shoe with me as a little visual. Saucony Ride. Also brought along the Brooks Adrenaline. Inside the store we've got the Saucony Exus and the A6 Cumulus. So we have several shoes with it, not to mention the coats we have with it. So I want to talk real quick about what it is and whether or not it's something you should be running in. Because it's not an automatic yes or no depending on who you are and what you like. So let's talk about what it is. Gore Tex. It is basically a stretch out garbage bag. Polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFE. It is a plastic. They stretch it really quickly, and it's really thin membrane. Has 9 billion, that's with a B, 9 billion pores per square inch. And those pores are smaller than the droplet of water, larger than droplet of a molecule of air, I guess. So it becomes a breathable fabric that is waterproof. They tape seal all the seams, so you can put a fire hose on it for a couple days and no water's getting through and you're great. So that would seem to be an awesome fabric for cooler temps, wetter conditions, and it is. But it's not 100% perfect. It has its cons. So let's talk about them real quick. First thing, we'll talk about shoes, because it's here in my hand. When they put a Gore Tex liner in a shoe, it's not on the outer layer of the shoe, it's on the innermost area of the shoe. It's not up against your skin. There is one more layer of fabric between the Gore Tex and your foot, so you don't feel it, but it's on the innermost layer, which then automatically you think, well, there's a lot of shoe on the outside of it, and that's the case. There are layers of mesh and things outside of the Gore Tex. So the shoe is not waterproof. Your foot is in a waterproof membrane in the shoe. So imagine running in warmer weather. Your foot's getting hacked. It's not going to be very breathable when you want it to be most breathable. But in cold weather, the windproofness of the Gore Tex fabric is almost more valuable than the waterproofness. It does do both, but from my personal experience, I like it because of the windproofness. I will only run in Gore Tex shoes if it's single digits or below, because of the windproofness. As a waterproof fabric, it's great in the drizzle, it's great in some light snow, it's great in mush, slushy conditions. But let's say as a trail runner, you're running through a stream, and the stream is mid-calf, and it's cold out. Any water that goes in this shoe over the top of it is going to stay in that shoe. It's not going to drain like a regular shoe would because that has Gore Tex in it. Just like it's not letting water in, it's not going to let water out. So depending on the conditions of what you're running in, you have to consider that. Consider your body weight, whether you run hot or cold. If you run hot, a good wool sock is going to take care of you through the wintertime. You don't need a Gore Tex shoe. Gosh, please, and if you're running cotton socks, please don't run in Gore Tex. Your foot will be a swampy mess when it's done. Because while it is breathable, it's more breathable than a garbage bag, but it's not more breathable than a pair of nice tech or wool socks. So make sure if you're running Gore Tex, you get a good moisture wicking sock to wear inside of it. So there we go. Great windproofness, great waterproofness. Not great if you're gonna put your foot in a bunch of water, and not the best thing to run in moderate temperatures. Really more of a cold weather thing. Unless you maybe have some other foot circulation issues, then I can certainly say where this would be beneficial. Now we apply it to a jacket, and we get into the same issues. Probably the most popular running jackets are going to be wind-proof, water-resistant, because that really cuts back on the breathability of the jacket. The less breathable it is, the hotter it gets, the more you're likely to overheat. So you have to know going in whether you run hot or whether you run cold. If you always run cold, then Gore Tex might not be a bad fabric. If you always run hot, Gore Tex is probably too much. Something best left for the trailhead afterwards. You can hang out and stay warm with your friends and have a beer while your body cools down. Not necessarily while you're running. It is a very, very warm fabric that alone, without anything underneath it, will provide some warmth, especially if your body's heated up. And I will add real quick, if you do go get some Gore Tex jacket, shirt, sweatshirt, whatever, apparel piece, make sure that the outer treatment has a good DWR to it, because Gore Tex in a jacket, just like in a shoe, it's not the outermost layer. It's sandwiched in between a liner against the skin and then the outer material. So you have to make sure that the outer layer also is waterproof and has a DWR treatment, otherwise that outer layer will soak up water, which will then make it less breathable which will make the jacket as a whole and the Gore Tex even less breathable, which will then get you even hotter. So there you have it. Here's my Gore Tex speech. I think I covered everything. Is it good? I think it is. Is it universally applicable? Definitely not. You need to consider whether you run hot or cold, the conditions you're going to be running in, and the terrain you're going to be on, because there are some great spots for it, but probably far less than most people think. So there you have it. Gore Tex. It is a good fabric. Just be careful how you wield it. So that's it for today, guys. Any comments, please leave them in the section below the video. Otherwise, I'm off till next week. Hopefully I'll have some cool new shoes to talk about next week. But until then, I'm Grady Rob. I'll see you guys on the trail. Peace out.